Hey, Olivia, when are you going to RSVP to the wedding invitation? Your best friend is getting married. It's common sense to reply the day after you receive the invitation, you know? Hurry up and let me know if you're coming or not. What? Seriously, Jessica, you're getting married? What kind of reaction is that? Don't tell me you haven't even looked at the invitation. Go check your mailbox right now. Sorry, I can't check my mailbox at the moment. What do you mean? Are you at work or on a business trip? No, I'm actually in the hospital right now. In the hospital? What happened? Did they find something wrong with you? It's not an illness. I was in a car accident. Got hit by a car at the start of the new year. Oh no, are you okay? Will you be able to leave the hospital soon? Can you make it to my wedding? Well, I broke my right leg, so I won't be discharged for a while. I'm covered in bruises and pretty badly injured. The car that hit me was speeding and ran a red light. That's terrible. How long have you been in the hospital? Why didn't you tell me sooner? It's been about a week now. I'm sorry I didn't reach out earlier. Everything happened so fast, and I've been in and out of tests and treatments. A week? Olivia, I'm your best friend. You should have called me immediately. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't want to worry anyone, and I thought I'd be out sooner. Well, now I'm really worried. How bad is it? Do you need anything? The doctors say I'll recover, but it'll take time. Don't worry too much, okay? How can I not worry? My best friend is in the hospital! Do you need me to bring you anything? Books, snacks, your favorite pajamas? That's sweet of you, Jessica. Maybe some books would be nice. The hospital can get pretty boring. Consider it done. I'll drop by tomorrow with a care package. Now, about the wedding. But I can't stay down if my best friend is getting married. I'll do my best to get out of the hospital and heal my injuries before the wedding. I promise. I appreciate the sentiment, but is that really possible? The wedding is just over 2 months away. They say it'll take 6 months for the fracture to heal completely, but I think I might be able to leave the hospital by then. I'll probably need crutches or a wheelchair, but I'll definitely be there. 2 months isn't a lot of time to recover from such a serious accident. Are you sure you'll be up for it? I'm determined to make it work. I wouldn't miss your big day for anything. That's sweet of you. But Olivia, I'm not sure that's the best idea. What do you mean? I promise I won't be a burden. I can manage with crutches or a wheelchair. I see. It sounds like it'll be difficult for you to attend normally. I'm sorry, Olivia, but to be honest, I'd rather you didn't come. Actually, please don't come. I don't want an injured person at my wedding. Wait a minute. It's just a broken bone. There might be some scars, but I won't be covered in bandages. Can I really not attend? Absolutely not. Today's wedding is very extravagant, and I want it to be perfect. Having a woman in a wheelchair there would ruin everything. Everyone would focus on you instead of me, the bride. Besides, you know who I'm marrying, right? That person is really wealthy, isn't he? He's from a family of doctors and owns a hospital, right? When you got engaged, you were so excited about marrying into money. Exactly. This is my chance to secure a fantastic future. I can't have anything messing that up. But Jessica, I thought we were friends. Shouldn't friends support each other, especially on important days like this? Oh, Olivia, you're so naive. Let me explain something to you. What do you mean? He's paying for the entire wedding. He's fulfilling all of my wishes. My wedding dress is top of the line, and we've put a lot of effort into the flowers and decorations. My wedding is costing $1 million. $1 million? That's an incredibly lavish wedding. And many of his wealthy relatives and friends will be attending, so I need to really step up as the bride. I understand it's a big deal, but surely your friends are important too. Olivia, You're not getting it. This wedding isn't just about celebration. It's about impressions, connections, and my future. But as your best friend, shouldn't I be there to support you? Support? Olivia, you'd be a distraction. An eyesore, even. Jessica, that's a horrible thing to say. How can you talk to your best friend like that? Best friend? Oh, Olivia, it's time you understood something about our relationship. What are you talking about? Why do you think I've stayed friends with you into adulthood? You've always been pretty and had a certain charm. I thought if I hung out with you, people wouldn't think I was a nerd. But now you're all battered from the accident. You have no value anymore. I don't need a friend like that at my wedding. Hold on. Was our friendship really that calculated? Well, yes. Since we're being honest, I never once thought of you as a real friend. What did you say? Having a pretty girl like you next to me was supposed to benefit me. That's why I took the best friend position. Actually, there were plenty of perks just from being close to you. Teachers had a good impression of me, and I got to know and date that handsome senior. I can't believe this. I always thought you were my dear friend. You may be pretty, but you're such a naive idiot. To be clearer, you were just an accessory to me. But when an accessory breaks, it's useless. I don't need an ugly, scarred you anymore. How could you say that? So don't come to my luxurious wedding, and don't associate with me anymore. This is too cruel. To think all our friendship was fake. If you had stayed pretty, I would have kept you as a friend. Jessica, I don't even know what to say. We've been friends since high school. Remember all those late nights studying together? The time we went on that crazy road trip? How can you say none of that was real? Oh, Olivia, those were all calculated moves. The study sessions? I needed your notes. The road trip? It looked good on social media. Every moment was planned. I can't believe this. All these years. Was there ever a genuine moment between us? Genuine? Please. Everything was a transaction. Your looks, your popularity, your kindness, all tools for my benefit. But what about when my grandmother died? You were there for me. You comforted me. Was that fake too? Of course it was. I had to maintain the image of a caring friend. Plus, your emotional vulnerability made you even more dependent on me. It was perfect. Jessica, I feel sick. How can you be so cold? Cold? I'm being practical. This is how the real world works, Olivia. It's time you grew up and understood that. No, this isn't how the real world works. This is how manipulative people work. I can't believe I never saw this side of you before. That's because you're naive. Always seeing the best in people. It's what made you such a perfect target. Target? Is that all I ever was to you? Pretty much. And now, as a broken target, you're useless to me. Especially at my wedding. It hurts. But I still want to attend your wedding. You might not have thought of me as a friend, but you were an important friend to me. Even if we stop being friends after this, please let me celebrate your wedding one last time. You're such a stubborn idiot. Fine, if you insist, I'll let you attend. But only if you've completely healed from that accident. Completely healed? But Jessica, you know that's impossible in just 2 months. Exactly. So unless you miraculously recover, which we both know won't happen, you're not coming. End of discussion. I can't believe you're doing this. After everything we've been through. Oh, stop being so dramatic. It's just a wedding. My wedding. And I want it to be perfect. A wedding is supposed to be about love and sharing joy with the people who care about you. No, Olivia. A wedding, especially one like mine, is about status, connections, and securing a future. Love is secondary. That's such a cold way to look at it. What does your fiancé think about all this? He doesn't need to know about these little details. As long as I play the perfect bride, he'll be happy. So you're manipulating him too? Jessica, this isn't right. Right, wrong, who cares? What matters is getting what I want. And what I want is a perfect wedding without a crippled ex-friend ruining the aesthetics. Ex-friend? So that's it? Years of friendship. Gone. Just like that. Olivia, for the last time, there was never any real friendship. It was all a game. And now the game is over. Accept it and move on. I need some time to process all this. I can't believe this is happening. Take all the time you need. Just do it far away from me and my wedding. All right. I'll do my best to heal as much as possible in the next 2 months. Whatever. Just don't show up unless you're 100% healed. And I mean 100%. No crutches, no wheelchair, no visible scars. Got it? I understand. I'll do my best. Good. Now, I have a wedding to plan. Don't contact me again unless it's to RSVP. No. Jessica, wait. What now? Despite everything you've said, I still care about you. I hope your wedding is everything you want it to be. Ugh, you're so annoying with your sappy sentiments. This is exactly why I can't have you at my wedding. Goodbye, Olivia. Jessica? It's Olivia. I'm here at the venue. What? I told you not to come unless you were fully healed. I know, but I've made a lot of progress. I thought maybe... No, absolutely not. Leave immediately. But Jessica, I've come all this way. I don't care. If you crawled here on your hands and knees, you're not welcomed. Why did you kick me out? I came all this way to congratulate you. Because you showed up, of course. I told you clearly, come only if you're completely healed. I worked hard to get discharged, but of course I still can't walk on my own after just 2 months. I still wanted to congratulate you, so I came. All my other injuries have healed, and I've covered the scars with makeup. Is that still not okay? Absolutely not. Today's wedding is very extravagant, and I want it to be perfect. Having a woman in a wheelchair there would ruin everything. You'd stand out more than me, the main character. That's not true. The guests know that the bride and groom are the main characters. No one will pay attention to my injury or wheelchair. Shut up. You have no value as an injured person. Stop arguing and just leave. Jessica, please, think about what you're saying. We've known each other for years. How can you be so cruel? Years of what? Years of me tolerating your presence for my own benefit? Those years mean nothing now. But surely some of it was real. All those memories we shared. Olivia, you were supposed to be my foil today. No matter how pretty you are, you couldn't have outshone me, the bride. I'm wearing a top-class wedding dress, and today I am the most beautiful woman in the world. If you, the pretty friend, had stood next to me, it would have been perfect. It would have highlighted my beauty even more. But having an injured person in a wheelchair next to me is meaningless. You really never thought of me as a friend, did you? Foil, highlighting yourself. You truly thought of me as a convenient accessory from the bottom of your heart. I told you clearly the other day, didn't I? I only hung out with you because I thought you had value as a pretty girl. But now you have no value, and you're neither my best friend nor my friend. A person in a wheelchair is just a nuisance at a luxurious wedding. How will you make it up to me if you ruin the ceremony? Jessica, listen to yourself. Do you really think this is how a bride should act on her wedding day? Pushing away someone who cares about you? Care? Please. You're here out of some misguided sense of obligation, or worse, to ruin my big day out of spite. That's not true at all. I genuinely wanted to share in your happiness, but I see now that was a mistake. The only mistake here is you showing up uninvited. Now leave before I call security. You don't need to do that. I'll go. But Jessica. What now? Don't worry. The ceremony is already canceled. Well, I guess I'll be going then. I wanted to stay until the end, but I'll leave the rest to your groom, Ethan. Wait a minute. What do you mean the ceremony is canceled? And what about leaving it to Ethan? Surely he won't cancel $1 million wedding. Yes, he will. Ethan was horrified when he saw you trying to kick me out. He rushed off to talk to the venue staff. What? Who would have thought I'd meet my attending physician at the wedding venue? And that he'd be the groom? Attending physician? And Ethan knows why I was rushing my habilitation, to settle things with my awful best friend. He probably never imagined it was his bride. Wait, what's going on? It turns out that Ethan is the attending physician at the hospital where I'm staying, which is owned by his family. Is that so? He was very kind to me during my hospital stay. When I told him I wanted to make amends with a friendship that had fallen apart, he encouraged me as a doctor to do my best in rehabilitation. He was such a kind doctor, even getting angry on my behalf about my terrible friend. But to think he was your groom... This can't be happening. Neither Ethan nor I could believe it. We were both stunned when we met at the venue. And Jessica, you never even came to visit me in the hospital. If you had thought of me as a friend and visited, we might have known about this beforehand. He ran off to see the venue staff, right? Is he really going to cancel our wedding? Probably. He said it wasn't the time for a wedding. Then he ran off to the staff with a terrifying look on his face. No way. If the wedding is canceled like this, could the marriage itself be called off? How should I know? But thinking about it normally, it probably will be. I don't think anyone would want to marry someone who hurts their so-called best friend with such calculated friendship and then turns them away just for being in a wheelchair. What am I going to do? My chance at marrying into wealth. I've worked so hard for this, and now it's all ruined because of you. Huh? It's my fault. Who else could it be? I've been perfect up until today. I've been playing the role of his ideal woman, pretending to be someone I'm not, and now it's all ruined because of you. If the marriage really is called off, I'll never forgive you. Jessica, you can't be serious. You're the one who's been lying and manipulating people. How is any of this my fault? If you had just stayed away like I told you to, none of this would have happened. So I should have just accepted your cruel treatment and disappeared? Is that what you're saying? Yes! That's exactly what I'm saying. You knew how important this was to me. Important for all the wrong reasons. Jessica, a marriage should be about love, not money or status. Oh, grow up, Olivia. This is the real world. Love doesn't pay bills or buy designer clothes. Is that really all you care about? What about companionship, mutual respect, building a life together? Those are just fairy tales. I had a chance at real security, real power. And now it's slipping away because of you and your stupid wheelchair. I can't believe you're still blaming me for this. Have you considered that maybe, just maybe, your own actions are the problem here? My actions? I've done nothing wrong. I've been the perfect bride-to-be. Perfect. You've been living a lie, Jessica, and now that lie is falling apart. Shut up! You don't understand anything! I need this marriage! I need it! Why? What's so terrible about your life that you need to marry for money? You wouldn't understand. You've always had it easy, Olivia. Pretty, popular, everyone's favorite. Some of us have to work for what we want. Work? Is that what you call manipulation and deceit? Call it whatever you want. It was working until you showed up and ruined everything.
That's enough, Jessica. Olivia has done nothing wrong. It's your fault for not being able to keep up your act until the end.
Huh?
And now you're even trying to blame Olivia. I'm utterly disappointed in you. To think I was about to marry such a terrible person.
Here? Ethan, is that you?
After I told the venue staff to cancel, I came right back to Olivia. I wanted to hear more details from her. I came to learn about your true nature. But she was about to leave. I rushed after her and found this. Turning away someone who came to congratulate you and even trying to blame her for the wedding being canceled, that's unforgivable.
Ethan, please, you don't understand. I can explain everything.
Explain what exactly? How you've been pretending to be someone you're not? How you treat your so-called friends?
No, it's not like that. Olivia and we just had a little misunderstanding. That's all. Jessica, stop. There's no misunderstanding here. You've made your feelings very clear.
As a doctor, I can't overlook your behavior. Turning away someone because of their injuries or wheelchair, that's inhumane.
That's not it, Ethan. I was just worried about Olivia's injuries. I thought it would be hard for her with the wheelchair, and she's not fully recovered yet. I was just suggesting she go home and rest.
Worried? From what I've heard of your conversation with Olivia, it doesn't sound like that at all. You clearly said she was ruining your lavish wedding and told her to leave.
That's...
I believe a wedding is a place to show gratitude to everyone. Of course, the bride and groom are the main characters, but we're able to get married thanks to the support of those around us, our parents, friends, and acquaintances. That's why I think it's a place for us to express our thanks to everyone.
Of course. That's why you spent so much money on the wedding, right? Not just on my dress, but on the food and decorations too. You wanted everyone who came to enjoy themselves.
That's right. I wanted it to be a celebration of love and friendship. But it seems you had a very different idea about what this wedding meant.
No, Ethan. You've got it all wrong. I wanted the same thing. I just got a little carried away with the details.
A little carried away? Jessica, you turned away someone you called your best friend because she's in a wheelchair. That's not getting carried away, that's showing your true colors.
But she only thought we were best friends. I never really considered her a friend, so it's fine, right?
No, it's not fine. It's worse. You approached people with ulterior motives, used them, and then discarded them. I have no intention of marrying someone with such a lack of ethics.
Huh?
So, today's wedding is canceled, and our engagement is off. We can discuss the details later.
No, wait. Please, Ethan. I want to get married. I don't want to postpone the wedding. I've worked so hard for today.
Worked hard at what exactly? Deceiving me? Pretending to be someone you're not?
No, that's not it. I really do care about you, Ethan. Please, give me another chance.
Fine, let's have the wedding ceremony then, but you'll have to pay for all of it yourself.
What?
I've been covering all the costs, so I think I have the right to cancel. If you still want to force a wedding ceremony, then you should pay for it yourself. Don't you think that's fair?
How can you say that? There's no way I can pay for it. It's $1 million.
Exactly, $1 million that I was willing to spend to celebrate our love and share our joy with friends and family. But now I see that's not what this wedding meant to you at all.
That's not true. I do love you, Ethan. Please, don't do this.
If you truly loved me, you wouldn't have been living a lie this whole time. You wouldn't have treated Olivia or anyone else the way you did.
I can change. I promise I'll be better.
People don't change overnight, Jessica. And I'm not willing to build a marriage on a foundation of lies and manipulation.
But what about all our plans? Our future?
Those plans were based on a person who doesn't exist. The real you is someone I don't want to build a future with.
Ethan, please.
I'm sorry, Jessica, but my decision is final. The wedding is canceled. Now I'm going to see Olivia off. You wait in the dressing room.
This can't be happening. This can't be real. What am I going to do? After that, the wedding really was canceled, and he really called off our engagement. I've lost my chance to marry into wealth at the last minute. That's unfortunate. What's with that detached response? This is all your fault. The wedding is canceled. My parents are furious. No one is on my side. What are you going to do about this? I don't know what to tell you. Besides, I'm in the middle of rehab at the hospital. I'm busy, so let's talk later. Don't mess with me. This is no time for rehab. Come out of the hospital right now. Huh? I won't be satisfied until I complain to you directly. That's why I came when I heard you were in the hospital. Can you see me? I'm at the entrance now. I can see you clearly from the rehab room. Come out quickly. You can move in a wheelchair, can't you? Wait a minute. That car next to you, is that the one you drove here? Yes, but what about it? That's not important right now. No, it might be very important. Isn't the front of that car dented? Huh? And that car looks very familiar. Can you wait there for a moment? I'm going to ask the police to check it out. The police? What are you going to have them check? Actually, the car and driver that hit me haven't been found yet. I was a victim of a hit and run. Is that so? It was on a narrow road without security cameras, so the investigation has been difficult. Apparently, a lot of people use that road as a shortcut when the main roads are congested, and many of them speed through it. You can't possibly suspect me of being the culprit. Stop it. I absolutely did not hit and run you. Then, what about that dent in your car? Where did you get that damage? Isn't it strange that you can't immediately explain it as the owner? Or is there some reason you can't tell me? Stop suspecting me. I'm going home now. I've realized there's no point in blaming you anymore. It's too late to run away. There's a police station right behind this hospital. I've already contacted them, and they said they'll arrive soon. You're lying. Besides, there's no point in running now. We've been best friends for years, after all. I know where you live, your parents' house, and where you work. Even if you run now, the police will go to those places later. That's terrible. If the police suddenly show up, my parents and coworkers will be shocked. You're right. That would be troublesome. So, for your own sake, it's better to let them check now. If you have nothing to do with the accident, you can cooperate with the investigation, right? No, stop it. I never thought that was you. Please don't ruin my life any further. It seems you do know something about it. The police have arrived. I can see them clearly from the rehab room window. They're here already? Well then, please cooperate honestly with the investigation. In the meantime, I'll get back to my rehab exercises. Olivia, wait, you can't do this to me! Do what exactly? Ask you to take responsibility for your actions? But we're friends! Best friends! Are we? I thought you made it clear that we were never really friends. I didn't mean that. I was just upset about the wedding. You know how stress can make people say things they don't mean. No, Jessica, you meant every word. And now it's time to face the consequences of your actions. Please, Olivia, I'm begging you, don't do this. I'll do anything. Anything except take responsibility, it seems. The police are here now. It's out of my hands. No, this can't be happening.
Olivia, how are you holding up after everything that's happened?
It's been a roller coaster of emotions, to be honest. I'm still processing it all.
I can only imagine. Finding out your best friend was behind your accident, and then all that happened at the wedding, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah, it's been overwhelming. But I'm grateful for your support through all of this.
Of course. As your doctor and, well, as someone who cares about your well-being, I want to make sure you're taken care of.
Thank you, Ethan. That means a lot to me. How are you doing? This can't be easy for you either.
It's been difficult realizing the person I thought I was going to marry was so different from who I thought she was. But in a way, I'm grateful we found out before the wedding.
I understand. It's better to know now than years down the line.
Exactly. And Olivia, I want you to know that I'll support you through this legal process. Jessica needs to face the consequences of her actions.
I appreciate that. I never thought I'd be in this position. Pressing charges against someone I once considered my best friend.
It's not an easy decision, but it's the right one. What she did was not only morally reprehensible, but also illegal.
You're right. It's just hard to reconcile the Jessica I thought I knew with the person who could do something like this.
I know, it's a painful realization, but you're strong, Olivia. You'll get through this.
Thank you, Ethan. Your support means more than you know.
You're welcome. And Olivia, once all this is over and you've recovered, maybe we could get coffee sometime?
I'd like that, Ethan. Thank you. A few days later, I received a call from the police. They confirmed that Jessica was indeed the one who hit me in the hit-and-run accident. Apparently, she didn't dispose of the car immediately because she didn't have the money to pay someone to do it. She was planning to secretly borrow money from Ethan's account after they got married to get rid of the evidence. She's now at the police station. Ethan said he'd introduce me to an excellent lawyer who works with the hospital. He insisted I should seek proper compensation, so I'm grateful for his help. I received a letter from Jessica saying, "I'm sorry, we're best friends, aren't we? Please don't press charges. Don't make a big deal out of this." But I no longer consider her a friend, so I'm going to pursue this case to the fullest extent of the law. It's been a while since everything happened. The legal proceedings are over now. Jessica was found guilty of hit and run and attempted fraud. She's serving time in prison and has been ordered to pay a substantial amount in damages. As for me, I'm making good progress with my rehabilitation. Ethan has been incredibly supportive throughout this whole ordeal. He's not only been my doctor, but also a good friend. We've gotten to know each other better and, well, we've started dating. It's ironic how things turned out. Jessica's selfish actions not only ruined her own life, but also brought Ethan and me together. We're taking things slow, but I'm happier than I've been in a long time. I've learned a lot from this experience. True friendship isn't about using people or keeping them around for your benefit. It's about genuine care, support, and being there for each other through good times and bad. I'm grateful for the real friends who stood by me during my recovery. They've shown me what true friendship looks like, and I'll never take that for granted again. As for Jessica, I hope she learns from this experience and becomes a better person, but I won't be waiting around to find out. I'm moving forward with my life, surrounded by people who genuinely care about me. If there's one thing I want people to take away from my story, it's this. Value the real relationships in your life. Don't chase after false friends or try to use people for your own gain. In the end, genuine connections are what truly matter.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.